The crystalline halls of the Galactic Council trembled as Ambassador Theron Valdris burst through the massive doors. His usually composed demeanor shattered. The 12-foot-tall Zentari diplomat scales had shifted from their normal azure blue to a deep crimson, a sure sign of unprecedented alarm. Council members. Theron's voice boomed across the amphitheater, where representatives from 47 star systems sat in stunned silence. The humans have done the impossible. Elder Corax of the Vegan Confederacy leaned forward, his 6 eyes narrowing. Explain yourself, Valdris. What could those primitive Earthlings possibly? They've destroyed the Dominion fleet. The words hung in the air like a death sentence. For 3 cycles, the Galactic Council had watched with detached amusement as the Korthak Dominion prepared to civilize Earth. The blue-green planet had been marked for resource extraction, its inhabitants deemed too technologically inferior to pose any threat. It was supposed to be a routine operation, another backwater world absorbed into the galactic community. Representative Lyra Moonweaver of the Andromedan Alliance stood abruptly, her ethereal form flickering. Impossible. Our intelligence reports showed they barely had interplanetary capability. Their weapons were chemical-based, their ships crude metal constructs. Theron activated the holographic display at the center of the chamber. The image that materialized sent ripples of shock through the assembled delegates. Twisted wreckage floated in the void where the Dominion's 1,000-ship armada once proudly sailed. The massive dreadnought Worldbreaker, a vessel that had conquered 17 systems, was split cleanly in half. The human vessel responsible for this devastation, Theron continued, his voice barely steady, appears to be constructed from materials we don't recognize. Our sensors detected energy signatures that violate several known laws of physics. Commander Vex of the militant Scorpion Syndicate laughed harshly. You expect us to believe that a species that only achieved faster-than-light travel last century somehow. The laugh died in his throat as the second hologram appeared. A sleek, obsidian ship glided through space with impossible grace. Its hull seemed to absorb light itself, and strange geometric patterns pulsed along its surface with an inner fire. At its prow, ancient human symbols were etched in what appeared to be crystallized starlight. Terra's wrath. The engagement lasted 17 minutes, Theron reported. The human ship took no evasive action. It simply unmade them. Our long-range scanners detected the vessel charging some form of weapon that created localized space-time distortions. The Dominion fleet was caught in what can only be described as controlled gravity wells. Elder Corax's mandibles clicked nervously. Where did they acquire such technology? That's the terrifying part, Theron replied. According to the few Dominion survivors, the human captain transmitted a message before the attack. She claimed they didn't acquire anything, they built it. In her words, "You underestimated our capacity for innovation under pressure." The chamber erupted in chaos. Delegates shouted over one another in dozens of languages and communication methods. Some demanded immediate military action against Earth. Others called for emergency defensive measures around their home systems. President Nakamura of the Seoul Federation's diplomatic corps materialized via quantum entanglement communicator, her image flickering into existence at the chamber's center. The 45-year-old human appeared remarkably calm for someone whose species had just declared war on a galactic superpower. Honored council members, she began, her voice cutting through the noise. I bring greetings from Earth and an offer of peace. The chamber fell silent. We have no interest in conquest or expansion beyond our solar system. We simply wish to be left alone. The Korthak Dominion chose to ignore our diplomatic requests and proceeded with their invasion plans. We responded accordingly. Elder Corax found his voice. You cannot possibly hope to stand against the combined might of the Council. Nakamura smiled, an expression that somehow managed to be both warm and terrifying. Counselor, 3 days ago you would have said the same about the Dominion fleet. We humans have a saying, necessity is the mother of invention. You've made us very, very necessary. The transmission ended, leaving the Council in stunned silence. In the span of 1 day, Earth had transformed from an insignificant backwater to the galaxy's newest and most dangerous power. The age of human isolation was over.